Okay, we're on a different day now. After getting some gas, I'm gonna head to a park, take some pictures. That's if it doesn't rain on me. It's supposed to rain later on today, but right now it's supposed to be nice. So let's see what we can get. I must remember to take the brake off this thing, or else it will not pull very well and make you want to fall over. Nice. Nice. Okay. Didn't want to have a tussle with the truck back there. Make sure all my stuff is plugged in. Appears to be. Well, let's see how long this lasts. Like it says overcast today, as you can see. But get a little bit of sunshine. I'm gonna close this thing just to make sure you can hear me. I'm gonna get moving in the wind here in a minute. So, I used to love photography. I've been at it for a while. So today I'm going to go to one of the place called Picnic Island. It's a park here locally in Tampa. And see if I can get some good photos. Then I head back home. This water on the windshield, believe it or not, is not from rain. It's from water coming off the overhang from when I was getting gas. Had me thinking it was raining as well. But no, right now we're doing all right. So the audio worked out really well on this thing yesterday with my new mic. Accidentally unplugged it earlier. I'm keep looking at it to make sure it's plugged in now. And for some reason I lost power to my main camera. It shouldn't have, because if it's connected to my auxiliary battery, that thing should have lasted all day. So right now it's plugged in and it's powered by my auxiliary battery. I shouldn't have to run as long as I did the other day, because I'm just going down to the local park here. See, they moved the speed limit to lower back here where these new apartments are. It used to not change till further on down the road. But it's called paying attention to the signs. Just set my cruise control at 30. That's what the speed limit is down this way. You have some people that are surprised by how fast this thing will go. Like I said, it's not a motorcycle. It's not as fast as a Suzuki Bergman I used to own, but it'll do. So it's a nice scenic view on the way to Picnic Island. The complex that's right ahead of me is a nice new complex they just built. You get to see nice cars like this Corvette to the right that's getting ready to make his right turn. But on the way, there's a lot of historic marks like that old library there that make for really good scenery when you're driving along. So it'll be a nice little ride until you come across people like this truck right here that's going to swing too wide for you to go past them. You have to really be careful out there, guys. They had recently experienced a bunch of bad weather here where they got a lot of rain. And now you see we come across one of those puddles that the rain created that even the cars were trying to avoid. So I had to slow down and let this car get on through. And believe it or not, a lot of this water will have subsided by the time I come back through here. But it tears up the road and makes a mess. But the scooter blocks water from me pretty well. When I made it all the way down to the entrance to the park, there's more water to deal with, but it's on the other side of the road. I have to deal with that when I come back up through here. So let's see what we have down here in the park. We're at our location. I'm gonna get off and take a couple of photos. Now I'd like to share with you some of the photos I took of the wildlife and all the nature out here in this park. It's a wonderful place to be, very relaxing. You get nice scenery of the water and from the different pavilions they have, as well as some of the docks that you can stand on and look over the water. I'll also share with you some of the nature that's seen here. There used to be a bunch of raccoons living up in here, but I think they wound up getting rid of them somehow inhumanely. And there's a picture of the bridge that we're going to cross later on. Now let's head back to the bike as we get ready to head across the water. Before we go, I'd like to show this photo of St. Petersburg from across the water to show you how foggy it was that day. Okay, we visited the park. Now we're going to go across the bridge and get a couple of shots over there. It was in reverse. But drive, the lock's on, the lock will kick off. The mic location in my helmet's working quite well. I'm loving the audio. I just don't like the way the cord is hanging. Gotta find a way of fixing that. I don't want to be permanent because I want to be able to take this microphone from this helmet to my open face one. Then again, maybe I just order another mic. I have separate ones for the separate helmets. I don't know if y'all looked at my gauge earlier, but it showed I was getting 59 miles to the gallon, which is really great. I'm enjoying the gas mileage. Sometimes I long for my Goldwing, but for the short commutes and the little hops I'm doing right now, this smaller scooter is nice. And like I said before, it's not a small scooter. It's smaller than my Goldwing for sure, and a lot lighter. And some of the rattles you get sometimes, I don't get on my Goldwing. So I'm not gonna try to compare the scooter to my Goldwing per se. There's ups and downs to both of them. Now it's time for me to face that water puddle I saw on the way in here. I don't know if y'all saw how easy it was for me to go through that water puddle back there. Didn't have to put my feet down. That was good. Here comes the water puddle here around this corner. Now even the cars try to go around. I'm gonna get around the best I could, but smartly. See all this water here? So even the cars try to come to the middle of the road to avoid all that. We'll see. This thing's shielding my legs pretty good. So none of the water got on me, y'all. That's a good thing. Like I said, we got a lot of overcast right now. The earlier forecast said there's going to be some rain coming in around 2, but that changed later on, and hopefully it won't happen while I'm still out here. It's currently 1:45, so I need to get on across that water, take some photos, and head on back home. But it's great, man, out here doing this, y'all. I mean, I'm really loving it.
Hey, the first time I was able to activate the lock while I was moving without putting my feet down. I'm getting used to it. If you're following my videos, you've seen this intersection a couple of times over. Very cloudy out there today. Tugboat rather. I don't know how many good photos I'll be able to get while I'm out there, but we'll see. Let more clouds rolling in, y'all. This may be a short trip. See if I can get in that park on this bike, scooter, take a fuck up some of those and get on back. We'll see what it looks like when I get there. Okay, I turned in a little sooner than I wanted to, but I didn't want to deal with the sand a little further down. Okay, we got out here on a kind of cloudy, little breezy day. It was good to get out. Then we'll head back to the house. Okay, as you can see, it's a different scenery on this side of the water. If I had gone down a little further, I'd give you a better look of where the mangrove trees meet the water, and people like to park and just wade into the water. But I'll do that some other day when it's not so dreary outside and a little bit warmer. So now, after we've seen all that, I'm going to head back to the scooter so I can head back home. As you can see, the state troopers are still there, mainly waiting to catch people coming off their bridge speeding. But let me press on. I don't know if I ever seen it this dreary before. I don't think you have more than half mile visibility. We must realize that even in the darkest moment of our lives, God knows what we're going through. if we believe, He'll take care of us. I believe that God take care of people that don't believe Him even. They just don't know it. One thing about this scooter, it's bigger than the standard scooter, but it's smaller and more agile than my Goldwing. I take it in places without worrying about, the heaviness or just getting stuck somewhere. This works out pretty good for me. Okay, on this day I made it home safely, ready to do battle on another day. Okay, the next day, I decided to do another video using my open face helmet and the microphone attached to my shirt. Let's see how it goes. Okay, y'all, I don't know how this thing's gonna work, but welcome to another one of my rides. I'm trying with my open face helmet this time. See how that works. You should be seeing over the windshield. It's a cool day out here. Said a high of 71, but it's weird. It got up to 71 this morning, and the temperature is dropping. Ooh-wee. We got one heck of a breeze. Today I'm going to do a Bay to Bay ride, and I'm going to go across one bridge, go through a little part of St. Pete, then come back over another bridge on the far end of on the further end of Tampa, and just try that ride out. See how that works out pretty good, hopefully. The pros and cons of this setup is there's a great view over the windscreen on my open face helmet, but unfortunately there's a lot of noise in the microphone. I realized later on that my wind socket came off, so we're gonna have to do without this. I'm not gonna show you all the footage because you've seen it yesterday, but I'll show you some footage as to where it was clearer than it was the day before. I can hear somewhat of a blow in my ears. Like I mentioned before, this thing has cruise control. But the windshield doesn't give me as much protection as my other one. God just asked me if I'm gonna replace this windshield. I said I don't think so. It's
It's not like I twirl it like I do on my Goldwing. And since, it's mostly warm here, it shouldn't be that big of a problem. It's really cool right now. Compared to yesterday, it's a lot clearer out. So you don't have all the fog that was on yesterday and the lack of visibility. Wave from motorcycles, y'all. That's cool. They don't normally wave at scooters. But like I said, this thing is huge, so they probably thought it was a motorcycle. Like that Nike GT. I love that thing. I don't know if I get one, but they don't mention it since shipping new ones to the United States anymore. I had an opportunity to get a 2019 version from across the country. Right now it's short. I'm getting 56 miles to the gallon. It's pretty darn good. Hope I still have a good angle on the camera. All right, here we go. I'm not going to repeat this whole bridge scene, but I can show you how clear it is now compared to yesterday. You can see all the way across the water, where yesterday was limited visibility, and it got worse as we drove towards St. Petersburg. Even though it was clearer today, it's windy and it's cold. I don't know how much more longer I can stay out here in this, but we're going to press on for now. I was surprised to find out that I had been riding in the eco mode on my scooter for a while. So I decided to pull into Barney's, which used to be there some time ago. It's been sold out to Rockstar Motorsports St. Pete. Barney has been owned for many years. It's a family-owned business. And I found out the last time I was here that now Rockstar owns it. Barney's is the place I bought my Goldwing. Saw in the shadow, it looks like my camera angle had gone, so I pulled over on the road to adjust my camera angle. Hopefully I won't make it worse. Okay, I got that done. Let's take off again.
I realized those guys are pushing it a little harder than I want to go, so I decided to back off and move at my own pace.
Yes, sirree. She ran today. Whew.
This scooter definitely provides enough passing power when you need it. So when people get in your way, you can hit the throttle and get pressed on. Little did I know that my camera battery was about to die. Thanks for coming along on this ride. I'll see you next time. And then I'll be on my Goldwing.